Hello. Hello. How's everybody doing? Doing pretty good myself. It's Tuesday, like the whole day. I didn't have work today. I took the week off work. So we are spending that time working on some projects that need to get done. So one of them is we got to clean off the latest video games that we got in. Gonna work on that, and then with some of the extra time that I have left, I'm going to start wrapping some Christmas presents for family members and whatnot. So we're going to be doing that. I'm joined here. I don't know if you can see. There's one buddy. I got one buddy there that's joining me. I have a second kitty that's also joining me. That's hidden by my camera right now. Oh, it's in the way of the chat. Hang on. Stick that beneath me. Oh, a second kitty over here. They're both just hanging out. Taking a big nap. Alright, so let's get into it. First game to clean is a game that I feel like every time I ever see this game, it has label damage or looks terrible. It must be something about this like purplish background. It just always looks terrible. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, really. I have like, I think this is my 5th Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that I own now. I've never played a minute of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've never watched the anime. No idea what I'm doing with this, but I do know it's a card game. And I do like card games. I like video game versions of card games because they clean up all the parts I don't want to deal with, like shuffling cards or what the rules exactly are supposed to be. So that's a good one to start with. So do I want to open this one up or do I just want to go for it? We're going to just do a Q-tip. Yeah, just do like a cotton swab on this. Because I think it's my only Game Boy Advance game. By the way, Potomax, welcome on in. Good to see you here, my friend. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're playing some good games. So I'm just going to get this cotton swab with some 91% isopropyl alcohol that I've got in a little squeezy bottle here. And we're just going to kind of wipe down the inside of these contacts until I don't really see gray or color anymore. So right now, we are definitely seeing gray in color. We got a bunch of gross junk off that board. So I'm going to give it a second bout of goof off here. I suppose I should be careful. It's not technically goof off. That is a different brand of cleaning product that you can use. Kind of like a Goo Gone, if you're familiar with that. But with a little bit less of the, like, orange scent, if I remember. Alright, there we go. So now, the second time, we're not getting much color off that. So it should be good to go. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to wipe off this cartridge a little bit, too, because it's kind of, it's got a little bit of grime. I'm going to have to do it with a bunch of other games anyway, so I'm just taking some Method all-purpose cleaner, getting a little bit on a paper towel. Start on the back here. I'm just gonna just clean off any of the dirt and grime that's on here. A little bit on the label, not too much. Don't want to damage any of that paper. I do want to get that gunk off the front of there. Is it any better? I'm not sure. Like I said, it always looks like this has been run over with a car or something. I feel like it should work. Let's put it in our Game Boy Advance SP. Give it a go. See if we get any action here. Oh, that's a bad sign. Alright, so I'll reseat it. That's not going to work quite yet. And if this continues to not work, what I can do is get out my other screwdrivers and stuff and start to really clean off this board more heavily. All right, there's over 2. Last chance before I go get more pieces and parts. Nope. Nope. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a couple screwdriver thingers that I'm gonna need for this. We've got our tri-wing screwdriver here. Hard to tell from here, but it's the one with the three prongs on it. Take that screw out, put it in one of our little slots. Pull down or up? Up on this one, that's right. Go. Separate that off. I didn't realize this had a battery save on it like that. Wonder what the chances are that battery's still working. Okay, I guess we'll find out if I can get it to work. Alright, so I'm just going to take an eraser here. Just a nice standard pink eraser. Oh, you know what? That's a little gooey. I wonder if someone has changed out this battery already. Not sure. I'm just kind of rubbing back and forth a little bit, trying to get off a layer of the grime that's on here. I'll kind of push downward. Spend a little bit more tension on the corners, which are hardest to get clean, I'd say. That's a little better. Go ahead and do the backside a little bit too while I'm here. I'm not too worried about the backside, but might as well. Alright, and then we will go ahead and wipe that down with isopropyl alcohol one more time, now that I can see it nice and clearly. Will also help remove any of the, like, eraser bits that I left behind. Some little mark on the back there that I was trying to clean off with Q-tip. Hopefully that'll do it. And then maybe just one here along the edge. Get any of that off too. Okay, good enough. Now let's see if I can put this back in here on my first try. Probably not. Backwards. No, I don't think so. I think I'm just missing the spot. Where's my little notches going? Must be, oh, because I want them on this side. Yeah, let's do this side. Give that a quick wipe down. I don't normally love using the alcohol on the plastic contacts itself, but it's mostly worn off by now anyway. How about this time? Now can I find little notches? Still backwards. There we go. First try. We got it. Okay, there we go. Now we're back in business. Screw back in there. Go. Let's try again. Ooh, I got the Nintendo logo this time. I think we did it. I think we got what we were looking for. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon. I got too excited. I'll try reseating it one more time. So close. I got the Nintendo logo. That's usually enough to do it. Oh. I don't think it's my Game Boy, but it's possible. There we go. There we go. Right when I was about to give up. No, hang on. How do I select continue? There we go. The one that's in larger letters. That makes sense. Okay. All right. So yeah, it looks like the battery is still working. The save is still on here. Wow, there's a lot of game in this little cartridge. You get to pick your which of your 5 characters here. And it looks like this person's averaged something like, not average, but I'd say they've played easily more than 100 games of Yu-Gi-Oh on here. So that's fun. Oh, there's more over here. He keeps going. It keeps going. Look at all this game that's in here. No wonder it's so worn out. Unknown. Alright, so happy to see that the Yu-Gi-Oh game is working. Working just fine. Aside. Put my Game Boy Advance. Next up, we're going to do some Nintendo DS games. Here's one I've been trying to find for a while, pretty cheap. Rub Rabbits. I believe this is the sequel to Project XY. What is that other game called? Not Sprung, the other one. Anyway, one of those like weird relationship dating games that was popular for a brief second. So on these ones, I'm just gonna get a toothbrush, a few drops of isopropyl alcohol, not too much. I definitely did too much, so I'll kind of try to tap off the excess there. I'm going to put my thumb right over the little identification barcode icon thing there, but don't brush that off with my toothbrush. And we're just going to wipe across these contacts, see if we can clean off any gunk off here or polish them off a little bit. Okay. Sorry. Probably a big bonk. Alright. Grab our Nintendo DS. Let's see if we can get this one to work. Excellent. Select a save file. We got new ones or we've got K over here. Let's see how far K got in Rugrats. Warning, continuous stroking, blowing, or poking could lead to unwanted attention in public places. We have to change the tags on my stream and put on some mature audiences only here, I think. This is for certain audiences only, perhaps. baby making boogaloo. We got all kinds of things going on here. Oh, there's normal and hard mode. Alright, I just want to give everyone just a little taste of what this game is, including myself. Love at first sight. You know what? We're just gonna quick start. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, you kind of tap your guy to... No, I got hit by somebody else. I failed. Alright, this is looking good. Just stay to the right here and we'll be okay. Did I do it? Oh no, level 2, we gotta keep going. Okay. No, big sumo guy. Oh, can I get around him? I think so. Okay, we did it. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I gotta kind of go in the middle. It's gonna be a struggle. I gotta beat all these people. There we go. I have no idea how far this goes. Oh, that was it. Break time. There you go. Oh, it keeps going. It just gave you a little break, so rest your hands. Nice. Don't get your unwanted attention at this point. Did it, barely. Okay, look out for the sumo wrestler. Oh, now he's over there. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're doing good. Oh no! Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, let's try right there. Right in the middle. There we go. Split the uprights. We've done it. We've done it. Clear. We did it. We got some heart points. I don't know what that means. There you go. We've done well. Anyway, that's Rub Rabbits. A little scene here. Didn't work. Got laughed at. So the 12 of us all fell for her at once. I've got to do something to prove that I'm different from those other guys. I'm not. I'm the same. So there's Rub Rabbits. There you go. An excellent, possibly, little weird minigame collection. Those are always... Okay, those are sometimes fun. Next up, we have Freedom Wings, which is a Natsume joint. Got a little bit of junk over here on the side of the cartridge. I'll have to see what I can get off there. Back looks pretty okay, though. Start with just, again, a couple drops of our isopropyl alcohol. Not too much. Thumb over the little identification again. Trying to clean off those contacts a little bit. Go, nice. Now, let me see if I can get... What is this stuff up here? Is that a scratch? Is it a goo? It looks like it's a goo. Okay, in that case, get just a little bit of our Method all-purpose cleaner stuff. Not too much, because I don't want to get the labor ruined. I guess I'll start on the back, just real quick. Corners. Okay. See if it's just a gunk that needs just rubbed off with a little bit of cleaner. I would say yes. I think that's all it needed. I think, do we get it all? Bit down the edges still. Yep. All right. There's Freedom Wings. Let's give this a chance. I think this may be one of the lowest Metacritic games if I remember thinking of the right game, one of the lowest Metacritic games I've actively sought out, I think, at least on the Nintendo DS. So I'm curious if this is bad as supposedly other reviewers thought. I may be mixing this up with a different game, though. Touch to start. Good sign. Continue. Load data. Sure. Airport, cafe, shop. Let's go to the airport. Go to the hangar office or have connected battles. Okay. Hangar. You can change planes, install parts, and take off. Sure. That looks like a perfectly good plane. Looks like it flies and everything. Take off. Yeah. Oh, this is bad. Trying to fly an airplane without directions. This is not going to go well for me. Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, look, there's the ground. Okay. Okay, so you play with your stylus. Got it. I don't know. Oh, the face buttons seem to do stuff, so... I don't... that's gonna be a challenge. The D-pad does not do anything. Okay, so you kind of have to be left-handed for this game, I think. I don't know what my goal is, by the way, but that's because I just started it. Okay. That's certainly going to be enough to make anybody sick. So, not sure what my goal is here, but hey, I'm flying. Pirates! Oh no! Okay. Let's figure out how to find them. I'll be so impressed if I can figure out how to kill one pirate. That was a good U-turn. That was good. That was good. Ow. I think he's behind me, which is a problem. Do a somersault! No, try a somersault, sorry. Okay, there's a guy. Can I just I spend a little bit less altitude, maybe? Okay. Turn. Nope. Nope. Not into the mountain, please. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bad. Bad. Okay. It's fine. Oh, I'm getting shot at. I'm getting very shot at. That's a lot of shots. It's not looking good for your old protagonist here. Uh-oh. I think I died. I think I'm dead. Yeah, we died. Cool. So that's Freedom Wings. Welcome back. Unfortunately, you were shot down. Am I in heaven? So Freedom Wings works at least. That's the good sign. That was the first thing we need. Next up is Commando. Commandos. Is there an S on there? Nope, just regular Commando. Steel Disaster. Licensed by Nintendo. This game is kind of rare and goes for more money than you'd think. I think it goes for like $25 or $30 generally. For a DS game, that's maybe not well known. That's kind of a lot. I bought this for like less than $6. I did not think... This is a game I'd almost given up on. Like, I didn't think I'd find it for a price I was willing to pay at all. And then all of a sudden there was a seller. You know those sellers that are like, build your own lot, and they're like, here's all my games, and they're like, all of them are overpriced. And you're like, why would I buy multiples when even a single one is way too expensive? This seems silly. Well, they listed this one at $6 at like, oh, I think it was $2.99 shipping and like a $2.50 or something like that. I forget what it was, but yeah, we got Commando for real cheap. So let's pop this open and get a few seconds of Commando. Give everyone an idea of that one. Commando XS Games, not to be confused with Xseed Games, I don't think. Let's find out. XS Games, yep, that is not Xseed. Very different. Anna. Okay, cool. Commando, English. Emergency! Emergency! Hey, what's wrong? Cool. Can I just play it? Alright, here we go. Check out this little action game going on down here. Oh, cool. You go like backwards to shoot upward into the air. So it's like a Metal Slug clone. But like, there's not a lot of Metal Slug games on DS, and certainly not a lot that cost $6. Oh, you can jump too. Okay. Cool. So I can jump into bullets. Great. Excellent. Let's keep that up. Oop. Jump over power-ups. Perfect. This looks like super stupid fun for just a few dollars. This looks like a good one. Wow. Though I would do a lot better if I'd stopped hitting whatever the things are I'm supposed to be avoiding. Yeah. Avoided that one. Good screaming sound effects. Love that. Love that. Alright. That's enough for now. But that looks like a fun action game. So that's Commando. Nice. I believe this was also ported to the DSi. So I think I own it on my Nintendo 3DS, actually. I think I bought a copy of it there. Second. Trying to wedge my laptop, or sorry, laptop, my computer's webcam. Be a little more sturdy. We're good. All right, next up, I did pick up a copy of Syndicate, an EA joint on PS3. Got this for pretty cheap. Got most of the manual. It does have a little 105 on here. I'm going to see if I can get that off. So that's green Sharpie. So I'm going to go see if I can find a green Expo marker and see if we can get that off. I'll be right back. I'm going to leave this in the case because it'll help hold my disc for me. Okay, so let's find out. Let's just try across this one first. Looking pretty good. I just don't know if I don't know if I can get it all the way off. Let me try a paper towel. See, I've got one right here. We'll see. I might just be smearing this, but we'll proceed anyway. All right, that's looking better. Part is I don't know if I can get all of that green off of here or not. Or if I'm just gonna have a little bit of like a green stain on here the whole time. Ooh, yeah, I need to stop. I just noticed I'm taking off the white that's underneath there. See if I can give you an idea of what I just did. Yeah, see that? There you go. See that glow there? That's for me. I took off too much. Should have stopped when on my first go. All right, so we're gonna stop right here. No more touching Syndicate. Hope I didn't ruin it. Let me check the underside and just see if that looks like much anything. That's okay. I don't think you can. Let me see. Yeah, let me show you this again. So the question is, can you see through this little mark through here? I don't think you can. Mr. Mullet Gaming, hello, and happy holidays. Maybe in the background as I finish your paperwork. Nice. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think I'm done wiping off 105, but I'm thinking that's still gonna play. Now that said, this case is kind of dirty, kind of grimy. So I'm just gonna take some of my Method All-Purpose Cleaner. And I'm just gonna wipe down the outside of this case just to get off the dirt and grime. See if I can get inside the little thumbprints. Where you open up the box. Okay. This case does have a few little like kind of smudges. There you go. You can see some of the like almost scratches on the vinyl. They're kind of weird. They don't feel them. You just see them. Like almost stretch marks or something. But it doesn't need to be perfect. This game was not very expensive. It doesn't go for a ton. I just wanted to give it a wipe down before I put it in my collection. Picked up all that dirt off of the case though. All that brown you can see on there. That was all on this case. So while we wipe off our eBay purchases or whatever. So there's Syndicate. This is now trash. Let's see. I've got an interesting PSP lot. Let's do that next. Most of these, I don't know if I need to do a whole lot to them. This might just be me showing stuff off. Yeah, looks like Little Big Planet on PSP. I don't even know if it really needs wiped off. It's in great shape. Looks good. We also got Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories in this lot. It's also pretty good, though the case does have hard to see. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, kind of like a crunch on it. I don't know how to describe it because it's not broken. Well, okay, it's broken right there on the end. A little bit of splintering, but it still opens and closes just fine. Yeah, you can see it kind of opens up a little bit down there. Disc looks okay. We also picked up Lemmings in this lot. Manual, game. Now we got a few ones that are going to need a little bit of cleaning off here. We got Loco Roco, finally. Been trying to get this one since, like, I got my PSP, I think, and just couldn't find a cheap enough deal on it. I forgot. This one does have, like, the tab down here is a little permanently opened. See if I can kind of sneak that back in. Go. It does have just a tiny bit of sticker residue. So I'm going to move aside these. And we're going to get out our plastic scraper and we're going to see if we can remove this little bit of old sticker goo. I'm hoping I can just scrape these off and not need any sort of chemicals or anything. Yeah, looking good. I just peel it at this point. Mostly. Got almost all of it there. Cool. Oh yeah, and then there's one on the back. I gotta get that off too. I'm gonna check. Did I have a 3 have that sticker on the back? No, no, no. Okay. There we go. There's a weak spot down there. Hoping this will come off in one go too. Let's find out. Nope, I just tore it. Maybe if I go around it. So I'm going to stop and see if I can kind of push that back together almost. Peel it back a little bit farther, just past where it tore. And then, yeah, I think I should be able to just go back to peeling it off in one piece again. Nice. And then just use a little bit of the residual sticker goo to pick up any other residual bits that are left on the case. All right. That spot right there again. Yeah, there we go. Cool. There's your Loco Roco. I'm gonna give this one just the lightest bit. Wipe down here. Don't feel like they're brand new games anymore, if that makes sense. It feels like a used GameStop game, where some of these other ones you can tell the original owner was like the only person who owned those games. Like it just didn't have the it's been shitting on itself filth. This one does. So we'll wipe that real quick. Alright, no worries there. Cool. Next up is a copy of Star Wars Battlefront Renegade Squadron. So I always had a very, very small Sony handheld library. So it made it so it was easy for me to like just search for lots at this point and see what I could get in a big, like how many games do I not own if I buy a lot and get them for cheap. So I got all these PSP games for less than $4 each. I can't remember what the grand total was anymore. I have to look it up in my spreadsheet. But anytime you can get a case and manual game for under $3, even around $3, you're doing pretty good. I don't care if it's, you know, Barbie Horse Adventures or something, like that's usually pretty good. I'm not sure when I'm getting around to playing my PSP games. Of all the portable systems I have, it feels like it's one of the least actually portable game systems. Because of the way it grinds when it plays its games, and it's a little bit fragile. But I could always just sit on my couch at home and play PSP. And just apologize to all my loved ones if to hear the loading disc grinding noises. Yeah, we use that leftover sticker to just see if we can pull off any more smudge off here and not have to get any chemicals involved. And it looks like that worked great, so thank you, random old GameStop sticker. Nothing on the back of this one. Very quick, very light wipe down here. Alright, and then the last one, this one's going to be, at least last PSP game. Last PSP game, to be more precise is Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops with stickers all over the dang thing. So this one might take us a minute. We may be here a while. So we'll start with just getting our credit card or, you know, something similar underneath the vinyl on top of the artwork. This will help protect that case from gouges and pulls and tears and stuff a little bit. It'll give it some more stability underneath so that I can push a little bit harder trying to get underneath these sticker bits. Oh boy, yeah, it just shreds immediately. This could be a problem. We may be here for a minute. More like Sir Chadley Brosi. Hello, Blinkoom. Welcome on in. How you feeling, bud? How's you and your family feeling these days? I know it's been a rough few days because your partner would have told everyone that it was a rough few days for everyone. It's her fault. You can blame her. Gorbachev, welcome on in. Hello. Got all the friends here. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday? Yeah, after a whirlwind week, we are now finally on the recovery. I'm very happy to hear that. It's got to be so hard when you're trying to do like a Vlogmas type of thing, and you're like, sorry, you get no content. You'll get no content at all for a few days because I'm just going to be in the couch or in bed, and this is all I'm doing for days at a time is just sitting here. You'll be able to tell when Indie Quest gets released. I was sounding really foggy. Oh boy. I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit behind on my podcast at the moment. Not like way behind, just a little behind, because I have a lot of holiday travel coming up. Driving to my parents' place, which is about an hour drive every day for the next week or so. Starting next Tuesday, I think it is, yeah. So I've been saving all my podcasts thinking like, no, I'm gonna fold this laundry in silence, because I want to have this podcast ready to go for a road trip later. So we did listen to the latest Polykill the other day. I'm behind on my indie quests. I'm behind on my drunk friends. So I'm looking forward to getting caught up. It's like, oh, I've just been saving this great content. It's like when you have a game you're really looking forward to, and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna play that later, and I'm looking forward to, like, I'm okay with the fact that I'm holding it off for later. Like, I suppose you probably felt that way with like a Mario Wonder. Is like, man, I'm really looking forward to the day I finally get around to playing Mario Wonder, and you can just sit there on the shelf just waiting for me. I'll come get you in a second. All is forgiven. Thank you. So yeah, this is a real stubborn old GameStop sticker. It's always a bad sign when you can see someone tried to tear the sticker off before and they didn't get much luck at all, and there's like It's your problem now, Chadley. All right. I see how it is. Nah, it's probably good. Like, you know what? I'll just take care of that. I'm worried you would do it wrong. Just give it over to me. I'll fix it. Ugh. Just shreds of stickers here. We have a whole room full of games based on that very premise. That's right. Yeah, that spine sticker is going to be hard mode if it's on the actual insert. Bad news. It's on the artwork. It's on the artwork. It has gotten to the point now where if I'm on eBay and I see a sticker like this on a game I'm interested in, I always now message the seller and I'm like, hey, real quick, is that sticker on the artwork itself or is it on the vinyl case? And then usually I get a message back like, oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. It's on the artwork. I know. I'm so sorry, but it's on the artwork. And then I have to think about whether I'm willing to spend more money to get one without that spine sticker or not. And there's a small part of me in the back of my head that says, on the other hand, that's some good content right there. Could be scraping off that sticker for hours. Get on Twitch, let everyone watch you suffer as you scrape off a sticker on the artwork. It's actually 2 stickers, in fact. There's one on top of another one, too, so... Ugh, we still just can't get anything going with this sticker. It's just shreds immediately. Well, how's everybody's gaming doing these days? Anybody playing anything super cool and exciting? Anybody looking forward to something they're playing soon that's exciting? For me personally, I have officially, I don't want to say given up. I'm going to say I've officially requested an extension on the Polykill challenge. The reason is simply that the games I've been playing are just too long. They are too long. Suffer. Thank you, Jarbachov. Yes. I'm not even going to bother with getting like the glue off of here yet. We got the bits off, but you can definitely see there's a lot of residue. I'm not going to worry about that yet until I get everything else off, and we'll do it all at once. But yeah, I'm asking for an extension on my Polykill challenge of getting every letter of the alphabet beaten, because I refuse to be the person that's like, hey, I found a quick game that I can beat in 45 minutes that satisfies my challenge. Nah, I don't want to do that. What I want to do is say, like, a number game. Like, I want to play 13 Sentinels. I don't want to skip 13 Sentinels so I can play something faster and shorter. But I also don't have time to play and beat 13 Sentinels by the end of the year, among other problems. So I'm really just giving myself an extension and saying, listen, don't play the bad games. Don't rush through your games and prevent yourself from enjoying them. Just give yourself more time to complete the challenge. It's okay that you spent more than 300 hours on Tears of the Kingdom this year, and it ruined your whole plans for everything. It's okay that for the last month or 2 or 3, the only video game you felt like playing is Planet Coaster. Isn't that a long game? Yeah, it's pretty long. I forget what how long the beat says it is, but it's more than 20 hours for sure. The request for extension is shuffling through admin right now, but I'll reach out to our people and see if they can expedite that. I mean, that's okay. I actually don't need a response until December 31st, I think. That said, I'm very happy I attempted the challenge. I think the idea of it is certainly very good and valid and worth pursuing. So much so, again, I'm not saying I'm done, I quit, I give up, or I'm sorry I failed, I'm not gonna do it. I just, you know, it's a fun idea that deserves the time it needs. And I'm just not in a place in my life right now where I can put enough hours into video games to easily beat that challenge without other sacrifices in other areas of my life that I need to spend time on. You know, I'm still playing hockey games every Monday night. Well, not right now because it's off season. We'll be back in January, but you know, we're still doing that. I'm still, you know, watching Hallmark Christmas movies with the wife instead of playing video games. All right, this is slowly coming off in one piece, so I'm just really careful. Really excited for next year's challenge too. I think the 2024 challenge is one that you'll be able to work into your life pretty effectively. Interesting. I have an idea. I'm guessing I know what it is without even like having an idea or a hint. My guess is it has something to do with the like top spot call your spot challenge. That's my guess. If you've already got it figured out, that is. Is it something to do with like pick X number of games that you said like this is the top of my wish list, like the top of my backlog to play, and call your shot and say, you know what, 2024, it's the year we finally play whatever that game is. That's my guess. If not, I'm going to do it anyway, honestly. That's where I say I'm going to play 13 Sentinels. It's where I'm going to play Fire Emblem Engage that I really, really wanted to get to this year. Everyone needs a chill game to just vibe in. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm assuming that's back on Planet Coaster. Yeah, Planet Coaster, any of those simulation games is absolutely the cure for my video game depression or video game ruts. Anytime I'm just stuck in that part in life where I'm just like, I don't really want to play anything. I don't want to start a new game. I'm too tired. Work was too hard today. You know, whatever it is. It's my solution for me personally is find a simulation game where you just like the clock just kind of stops in the rest of life, whether it's Civilization, maybe like a Age of Empires or something possibly. SimCity, The Sims itself. Something like that is just the absolute cure for me when I just can't get out of my gaming rut. Oh, so close. We got this whole big chunkers off of here. Now, the funny thing is, I also still don't have a letter P beaten yet. So, like, again, going back to the Polycule Challenge, like, this is going to be my letter P. The sad thing is, I think I've put, like, 200 hours into Planet Coaster so far. It's yet another really long one. It could be because I'm playing DLC content and campaigns that I haven't realized as DLC, because I do have all of it but the Ghostbusters one. Or it could just be they just gave you a ton of different scenarios to play. So I've got only a few scenarios left. I think I've got like 4. I think I have 4 left before I actually have Planet Coaster beaten. Then I might jump back to 2 Point Hospital, another game I was playing this year. All right, let's just put this to the side. Here goes our bad boy right here. Here's our label sticker. You look real closely, you'll see there's actually 2 stickers here. I don't know if that's going to make my job easier or harder. We'll find out. Now, that said, this does have a reversible cover. Right? I could just put this side on the outside and just call it a day. So we're going to start with our plastic scraper. It may not be good enough. We may need to get out the metal tool. Actually, this is going okay. Oh, I shouldn't have said it out loud. What am I doing? What have I done? What have I done, you fool? Alright, to make my life easier, let's try every other corner real quick. Ooh, this one's a little too. Maybe the 2 stickers is what's making this easier than you'd think. Oh, I just tore that one. Try to keep my tool as flat as possible here, so I'm not gouging into the artwork, but just sliding underneath this sticker. Ooh, that's a good move right there. This may be the easiest spine removal I've ever had to do. It does leave a little bit of a residue there, but if I can get the majority of this off with little amount of stress and issues, I'll take it. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just don't want the giant $15 used sticker on here. I feel lucky. Ooh, portable ops. Yeah, if you were just getting in here late, I got all these PSP games in a lot and paid less than $4 each for them. Nope, too far. That one is peeling off artwork. Let's go back to this side. All right. Here's an interesting question. Do I want to go any farther than this? Do I want to say that's good enough, mission accomplished, put it back? It was almost too hot for Twitch. I am going to have to put that certain audiences warning on here. Alright, just going to play with this a little more with my plastic scraper and see if any of this is coming off on its own. If not, this might be a good stopping point. Yeah, it's just gonna shred immediately. I can't peel anything else off. It's just, can I scrape it away? Well, I'm not exactly gonna put a poll up for everybody, but you can tell me what you think. I think it may be worth stopping. Like, once you put that back in your PSP case, you won't notice it as much. I just don't know if I'm going to do much better than that without starting to tear away the artwork. Let me give it a few more seconds. Give it a few more seconds. Don't tempt fate, Jarbajop says. It's my secret, Captain. I'm always tempting fate. I am putting a few little, like, kind of scratches or ridges in here, but I think that's okay. I think I'm okay with that. The sacrifice I'm willing to make to try to get some of this artwork, or this this sticker off of here. All right, who's feeling lucky? Do you think we can just peel this? If you said yes, you were wrong. All right, new goal is to get just to this Metal Gear Solid and see if that'll make it so that you can't notice it when reading the spine. Nope, I'm tearing into the paperwork, the artwork. We may be done. We may be forced to be done here. Give it just a little more from this top side, but I can't come from the side anymore. That's all tearing. I actually had another copy of this game when I ordered this lot, but it was a loose copy. So now getting, you know, artwork like this is almost the same as getting loose. It's not that much different. But I think it came with a manual, so we'll take that. All right, you can see, yeah, we are getting a little bit of the artwork damaged here too. But in my defense, Your Honor, it was already damaged before I started by the sticker. I'm just doing my best to save it. But it was already gone. All right, I'm calling it there. Calling it. We're not quite done. Actually, before I put this artwork back in, speaking of not quite done, there's some sticker residue around down here. Get the camera just to show that just right. Yeah, there's some, see that residue up here on the top. Some residue. So we're gonna go to our old buddy Heptane. Oh, this is really dried out. Let's see if I've got enough here to get the job done. All right, I think I got some on there. And then I'm just gonna kind of rub that against the little sticky spots. And then after that, we will follow that up with some all-purpose cleaner. Okay. Backside. Ugh, we're gonna need more Heptane. Already dry now. Already dry now. Okay. I'm gonna say that's close enough. Use some all-purpose cleaner on a paper towel. Go back and scrub out any other of those spots that we needed to hit up. Go and get the edges. All right. Let's put it all back together. See how the final product looks. Pretty good up there. That sticker's gone pretty well. Back to back. Just a little bit of smudging down here, but not bad. An acceptable amount of smudging. How's our spine? It's, I mean, what are you gonna do, right? I feel like it's better. I've done better jobs, but for a relatively affordable PSP game, I will call that good enough. Real quick, for those wondering what else was in this lot, we had Little Big Planet, Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories, Lemmings, Loco Roco, Star Wars Battlefront, Renegade Squadron, and then this Metal Solid. Yeah, that was it. All right, here's another fun lot that I had. I got some Nintendo 64 games, a couple Japanese games, but then the game I actually wanted, Planet Puzzle League, all for cheaper than the cost of one copy of Planet Puzzle League. So I don't think there's a lot of people excited about the Japanese copies of Pokemon Stadium or Mario Kart 64. But I was like, I just want the Pokemon Planet Puzzle League. Just Pokemon Puzzle League. Planet Puzzle League is a different game. And I just, got these in for free. So why not? Why not? So speaking of why not, next question is, how do you want to clean these? So a lot of times I'll just go in here with a Q-tip. Sometimes I'll open them up and struggle with the casing. And I think that's what we're going to do today. We're going to open it up and struggle with the casing. Hell yeah, Puzzle League. Alright, put that to the side. That's the side. I'm going to need another... Oh, no, I have my screw. So I'm good. Grab those. Okay, bend it backwards. This one. And then carefully, don't break the tabs. Carefully. Please. Can I have it? Can I have it? Thank you. The size I want. Yeah, that'll work. This might be overkill, but the two Japanese games look like they were pretty beat up. I think it's pretty common in the Japanese. When you get like a really cheap Japanese copy, a lot of times they're real dirty, from what I understand. Okay, so we'll take that off. I will struggle to get it back together again. Down there. And yeah, thankfully this does look pretty good. It also looks legit, in case we were worried about it being like a knockoff. The seller only posted pictures of the front of these games, so I wasn't really sure when I was buying them if it was legit copy or not. But I figured there's probably not a lot of repro Planet Puzzle Leagues around. Of all the things to have repros for, I didn't think that'd be the one you'd be most likely to see. It's no Ogre Battle 64 or whatever. And that eraser looks like it did the great job. Just great here. Just got everything off of here real easily. So that's good. I'll give you a look at what that's looking like these days. So here's the back before I clean it. So you can see, yeah, some of the scratches and smudges on there. And we'll see what that looks like after we're done with the eraser. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. Nice and shiny. And hit that with a little bit of the isopropyl alcohol, just to get off any other last bits. Maybe scrape off some of the eraser bits that I've had. Actually getting a surprisingly lot amount of color off of here. I might do another one. Yeah. I think I got my Q-tip too wet on this one. Right. It's got lots of time to dry off because I'm not gonna put it in right away. Okay. Now, can we put it back in? Maybe. Go backwards. I might. Never get this right on the first try. Ever, ever, ever. Especially with the plastic that's in there. Is that it? Is that right? Doesn't feel like it. Let's try with just the board first. Make sure I got it. Yeah, that is backwards. Okay. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it goes like that. I had it right the first time. Why I'm sometimes hesitant to open up a Nintendo 64 cartridge. There we go. I think that's it. Is that it? Are we feeling good? I think I'm feeling good. Holes are lined up. Doesn't wiggle. This Planet Puzzle League that I've got in front of me, I get said it wrong again. Pokemon Puzzle League that I've got in front of me is a game I've kind of always wanted. Like, I've always enjoyed the Tetris Attack style games or Panel Dippon or whatever it is you want to call it. But I feel like I always had to pay the Pokemon tax for it. It was always more expensive than I was willing to spend. Oh boy, here we go. Wait, did I put that screw on too early? I think I did. I did. Rookie mistake. But yeah, because it's a Pokemon titled game, it was always more expensive than I wanted to spend for it. I think I got this lot for like $17 or something. Biblia Alex, ooh, surgery. Welcome on in. Happy to have you here. How's your day going? We're just, yeah, doing some cart surgery over here. Cleaning off some Nintendo 64 games, making sure they're real good and clean before I put them in my collection. Not too bad. Good to hear. As everyone can see, I'm still still joined by my two kitty friends over here. They're both taking their little naps. They had big days today, you know. They had to play with the Christmas tree, run around and cause chaos in other ways. There we go. Alright, here we go. Get the little flippy things in first, and then fold down, right? Right? Don't break it. Don't break it, maybe? Maybe don't. There we go. First try. Nailed it. They have to move to secondary lap locations. Don't forget about that. It's true. That's right. Sure that's nice and tight. There we go. Planet Puzzle League. Wrong again. Pokemon Puzzle League. Last thing I'm going to do, before putting this aside totally, is I'm just going to get some all-purpose cleaner and just kind of give a little bit of a cleaner all around the outside of this. I'm gonna try to do the labels last. There is some gunk and stuff on the corners here, so we'll see if we can get some of that off. And then, once that's mostly off already, then I'll go to the labels. So I don't do too much damage to them. Labels are always, they always look gross when I wipe those down. I always feel like I have to get them, but I'm always afraid I'm going to get all the ink off of there. A little more over here. It might be scratches, though. Even get a closer look at that. Yeah, I think that is, like, it fell out of someone's backpack and hit the pavement. Not that I was there for it. Alright. Pokemon Puzzle League. Test that one out a little bit. Next up, a Japanese copy of Mario Kart. I guess while I have this out, I'll go ahead and wipe that out too, real quick, and then I'll open it up. I have no plans for this Japanese Mario Kart, by the way. Hello, welcome back. I didn't know you left. Yeah, I do not have a plan for what I'm going to do with Mario Kart 64. I obviously have the first original copy of Mario Kart. The original, boy, that sounds leading. The American version of Mario Kart I have and have played. I guess it'd be fun to play once or twice just to see what the differences are, if anything. Like, I'm not saying they have, like, you know, extra characters or anything. Ooh, laundry. Nice. That one came right off. There we go. I don't think it's going to be like the, That's not where I wanted that to go. There we go. I don't think it's going to be like the old NES games where the music was totally different in the Japanese version either. I don't think we're going to have that. Oh yeah, this one's a little dirtier. We're going to need to clean this off for sure. Ooh, laundry. Nice. Friggin' love doing laundry. Well, I love doing laundry, like, while other stuff's happening. Like, I have, like, it's like, oh, I'm just folding this laundry while I'm watching a Twitch stream. Like, oh, the dream. Alright, so yeah, we definitely had some crud on this board. And I think Pokemon Stadium that's next might be even worse than this one. We'll clean it off. Even if I'm not keeping these games in the end of it, we'll see. It'll be good to... Whoever gets this next will have it all ready to go, thanks to our efforts today. Don't think there's any differences in the Japanese copy of Mario Kart? Yeah, I doubt it. I would be surprised. Any manual to the Nintendo 64 lot? No, but thank you for giving me a nice teaser or transition to talk about. I do have some manuals to talk about next. So we'll do that. We'll do that. That's right. I did give you... I think I gave you that spoiler already about the manuals. That's why you already know. What? No! Amazing. I don't have that button to push on my board, unfortunately. Alright. Looking much better. Let's show you the final product here. What's that about right there? What's that? Hold up a minute. Get it? Close enough. Yeah, that'll play. All right, here we go. We're going to put it in much better this time. Ready? All right, we're going to get that in. Good. Now we're going to sneak this little plasticky bit inside. Perfect. That bend is possibly intentional. I don't know. Who knows? Who can say? I just work here. Does that like tuck in or something? Is that why it's doing that? Probably does. Probably doing something wrong. There we go. I bet I got that wrong on the last one. All right, hold up a minute. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. There we go. Just like that. I'm gonna have to open up Pokemon Puzzle League again. I did it wrong. It goes inside this little plastic casing there. Right up there. That's where I got it wrong. It goes inside that little casing. Inside there. On both sides. I wonder how many times I've done that wrong across my entire lifetime of cleaning Nintendo 64 cartridges. Nope, I did this again too. Gosh. Shielding first. Snap that down. Snap? No? No snap? Okay, that's fine. Wrong one. There we go. What's this cover of Twilight Princess? I believe it's called Midna's Lament from OC Remix. Forget who did that one. Possible it's a Rebecca Tripp. Sounds like it. All of my backing songs are all OC Remix, so they're all ones that I'm legally allowed to play. As much as I'm tempted to go through my entire, like, Bandcamp catalog of games or game soundtracks and remixes and covers and stuff that I have, I'm just sticking with OC Remix for my streams. Alright, there's Mario Kart. There's a pile of trash. Looking pretty good. Come back here. I'm gonna fix you. Sorry I put you in sideways. Yeah, if it's available on Bandcamp, they don't stream it unless they say it's okay. Okay, we're gonna get this off without breaking anything. Get it off without breaking anything. Just gonna come right off. We're not gonna break any tabs because it's just gonna come right out. It's just gonna let go. It's gonna pop right out. You won't have to worry about it because it's just gonna pop right out. We're definitely not gonna break anything. How did I get it in then, in the first place? Oh, did I get one? No. Well, I really did goof this up, didn't I? I really goobered it. Okay, there's one. There's one. There we go. Two. We nailed it. Well, now it looks like I got the thing inside there correctly. That looks exactly like it was supposed to. Maybe it's fine after all. Isn't that where it goes? Side. Oh, I didn't get the shielding on correctly. That's what happened here. I knew something was off. Alright, we'll take these off real quick, too. I don't know how. I didn't get the shielding in the little spot that it needs to be in. It just comes right out. It shouldn't come right out. It should snap in. While we're here, let's check that plastic bit again. Yep. That's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Oh, I have a kitty move. Leo found a new spot. Alright, I think we're okay there. Well, it still comes out a little easy. Good enough. Probably could have just left it all alone and not touched anything. You moving 280? No? You're good there? You have a bath? Cool. I'm gonna move the kitty cam. Hold, please. Boom. Second kitty. Can I get that a little more? More showing Leo? Yeah. That's too much Leo. The best I can do, I think. Alright, and we're just going to put these tabs right on here again. And it's not going to break. We're just going to put it right on, and it's not going to break. It's just going to go right there. And then right down, and not break. Boom, got it, nailed it. I don't know why it's flexing at the top like that, but that's why we have screws. So I can just hold it down and pretend everything is fine. Not breaking it is a great plan. Thank you. I think it was on your list of things you like to do, and that's why I knew I should try to not break it. Alright. Sorry for the diversion. We've got one more Nintendo 64 game to clean off. Contacts here are already looking pretty goofy, so we're going to want to get in there. Slam it on in there. And see what we can wipe off. I think my favorite thing, by the way, about these Japanese cartridges is that it says Nintendo 64 cassette right there. Set. What a great word we don't use anymore. Right, just comes right off. So simple. So simple. Alright, using this eraser to wipe down the contacts. So far. Okay, we're going to use some isopropyl alcohol to polish off those contacts a little more. Get off any of the residual goo and make it look nice and shiny. I am getting some color off of here. Might take two baths of the isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, that's pretty dirty. Get another one. Okay. Alright, that was a good snap. It looks like it's coming together well. Oops, I forgot the plastic bit. Got it so good too. There we go. Let's see if we can get the shielding back on in that good spot again. Yeah, little resistance there. Good. Also, Jarbatov, I'm curious to hear how your internet repair guy experience went. I think that was supposed to be today. Was to have internet service guy come up and fix everything that was wrong. Be curious to see later tonight if they fixed all the things. This one has no bulge in it, so I don't know what I did wrong on Pokemon. I did something wrong. If I try to put that in the system and it doesn't play, I'll pull back out again and undo everything and try it one more time to go all back together. There we go. Pokemon Stadium in Japan. Excellent. Slide. Clear off our space a little bit. Got junk all over the place. Technician came in, removed a splitter from the cable days, and said, "Looks better, bye." Oh boy, we'll see. All right, so we're going to show off our pickups from the local game store. This was the Warp Zone in Hilliard. So it started with a Game Genie on Sega Genesis. My plan on this one is at some point I'm going to either digitally or on just a big old notebook, 3-ring notebook maybe, put in all of the Game Genie codes for all the games that I own, all the old cartridges, and put them in a notebook next to all my games so that I will easily be able to access all of the Game Genie codes that I have. I'm afraid to open this up, and I don't know if I even can. I don't see, oh, there's screws underneath the label. Yeah, we're not messing with that. Okay. So instead, we're going to do the Q-tip method of just wedging a Q-tip down here to clean that off. And probably a toothbrush method up here. I see one broken one already, so I don't know if that's going to do anything. Let's see. Your internet has gone down twice since then, but it did come up faster. And he said the signal strength was outside of normal parameters, and when he removed that, it was better. Okay. All right. Well, we will have hope that better is good enough. So yeah, since I can't easily open this one up and put it back together, I've never opened up a Game Genie before. I'm just going to do the multiple Q-tips until it's no longer providing color anymore method, which should take a while and a lot of Q-tips, but that's all right. So sure enough, yeah, this is what we pulled off of there. That's gross. That's just disgusting. We'll just keep going through these Q-tips. Do the backside too. So the owner of Warp Zone said that I can use a Game Genie as a passive. Wow, that's even worse on that side. That's terrible. He said I can use a Game Genie as a pass-through device to allow me to play Sega Master System games, which is a fun idea I should have considered 25, 30 years ago. Okay, not 30 maybe, but 25 years ago I should have considered that I could have done such a thing. But I don't have any Mega System game or Master System games. But that is interesting to think that I could just do that. Should get something just cheap just to try it out. Yeah, we are still pulling up a lot of gross, hideous color. We're gonna pull out yet another Q-tip, and we're just gonna do this till it's not coming out gray and black anymore. So does this Game Genie also work on a Master System? That's a good question. I think indirectly, sort of. My understanding is if you had your Mega System or Master System here, and you tried to plug in your Game Genie, it wouldn't fit. The width of it would be too wide, I think, to fit in a Master System. However, I think if you plug this in to a US one that fits, then you can plug in whatever games up here and it would work, I think. I don't have a Master System to be able to tell you if that's true or not, but that is my belief and understanding, is that it just physically doesn't fit. The connectors are not the problem, it's the shell around the system that's the problem. All right, we're starting to finally not have a bunch of gross, icky color. Love to see. Pass through and Knuckles. That's right. That's true. So what I really am going to have to do then is do a Sega Genesis with a Game Gear plugged into Sonic and Knuckles, plugged into Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I could keep going in theory if I had a Sega CD, or what's the other one? What was the other 3D 32X? That was the other attachment you could all hook on there. I'm going to go ahead and do one more Q-tip just to feel good about the last one. But just really get a real solid tower of power there. You have 2 more Knuckles cartridges. Why do you have so many Knuckles cartridges? And Knuckles and Knuckles. I guess I don't have to ask a question. It's still a question. The answer is so you can end Knuckles and Knuckles. And Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles. That's why. That's why you would have 3. Pretty simple, obviously, actually. All right, so we got the bottom all cleaned off. Our Q-tips stopped looking like they are disgusting. So I'm feeling good there. Now we need to get to this side. There's a couple ways to do this. One that's probably a legitimately pretty good way to do this is they have that like canned air stuff for electronics that's not air but like actual cleaner, but to like spray that in here would probably be a good move. I do have some of that. It's over there in the other room. I don't know if I want to go get it. I think instead what I'm going to do for now, the easy analog way, is I'm just going to take my toothbrush and some isopropyl alcohol and we're just going to brush its teeth. We're just going to brush some teeth over here. We're just going to give you some nice tartar control toothpaste inside there. Maybe some whitening while we're in here. Just try to get those contacts looking all better. So I have no idea if that's going to be enough or if it goes farther enough down for what I need. But at least it makes me feel like I did something. And whatever was lodged in that little broken spot is back together. Yeah, do you see that little broken piece right there? There was like a piece lodged that caused that. It's no longer there. Actually, I have just the tools for this. I told you I was going to brush its teeth, but I didn't know we were going to go this far into it. So I'm getting out dental picks. Let's see and put that back together. I think you've seen the Mega Ultimate Form Genesis with all the things I've said. Nice. I push that back in. Or can I break it off entirely? What I might have just done. Actually, I don't see it. Did I fix it? Did I do it? If you don't have a spare pair of dental tools for all of your video game repairs, you're still a filthy amateur. Yeah, I think we did it. I think that was it. Now I think about it, I bet that I've had some DS games that probably needed that same treatment of using a dental tool to like bend back the little plasticky bits. Amazing. Amazing. Yes, the Mega CD, there it is. Then the Genesis 2, then the 32X, then the Game Genie, then the Sonic and Knuckles, then the Sega Mega Drive. Perfect. Amazing. Amazing. That's gonna be me one day. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be that person. Just kidding, I don't have the bottom parts. All right, last thing to do on this is to wipe. Oh wait, hang on. With the residual toothbrush cleaning stuff, let me get into these areas I won't be able to get with a paper towel, like this little switch and a little bit of these ridges, corners. There we go. Kind of dislodge any gunk that's in there. Now we can just take a paper towel, and just clean off the dirt and grime off here. Especially the bottom had a lot of sticky stuff I want to get off. Down the label. I don't want to look at what color this is yet. I don't want to know. Alright, it looked pretty bad. You're not using a water pick to claim your games. You're an amateur. That's right. Just get on in there with that power. Just turn it on and just start sandblasting. Get that grime out of there. Alright, that looks way better. I'm happy with that. You know what? I just realized I'm using this with alcohol on my toothbrush, but what I should be doing is all-purpose cleaner in these gaps, not alcohol. I think I'll be all right, but I'm using the wrong chemical on that. Cool. Game Genie done. Next up on the Warp Zone video game tour, we picked up Subterranea on Sega Genesis for probably $1 more expensive than I need to pay on it, $7, but I was all right with it. It's got a big old TB20 on here. It's got like a little cut up here, which means it's gonna be hard to take off the 20. I might just leave it, honestly. It may not be worth trying to get that off. Oh, I need the other thing to open this up. This is the wrong size. You know what? I'm gonna open this up only because I've never opened a Sega Genesis game on stream. Let me be right back. I can get a different screwdriver. I need this one, not this one. But I don't know a whole lot about Subterranea, by the way. I don't even know if I've played it. I don't think I have, even though I have, you know, devices that have it on emulation. Oh, that's actually in really good shape. Shockingly. That's the inside of a Sega Genesis game, in case you're curious what those look like. Oh man, first time Genesis clean! Woo! You were all here for the first time. The process, as you can see, is still the same. I'm just going to take an eraser. Just be careful of that capacitor that I'm putting my thumb on. Maybe don't do that. What I like to do is not put my thumb on the capacitors. But yeah, the outside of this cartridge looks really gross compared to how the inside looks. I'm going to say something which I'll never admit to anyone ever again. I think Genesis owners took better care of their carts than Nintendo owners. Wow. Let me stew on that for just a second. There are a lot of scenarios in which I can see that being the case. There are more scenarios for that I can see that being the case for a lot of games. Here's why. The big one is the Sega Genesis case was a lot better than the Nintendo cardboard. Oh, I need a ice profile still. So many of those Sega Genesis games had those cool plastic clamshells until they got rid of those. And yeah, you could put your game in there after you were done, and it was protected a lot better than just a shelf of NES games, that's for sure. I think the other thing with the Sega Genesis game is, like, I feel like it was pretty reliable compared to the NES. Like, it booted up and opened pretty easily. Like, you didn't have to worry about the lockout chip. You didn't have to worry about flashing screens as much, or, you know, there wasn't as much blowing on cartridges. That's a big deal too. Think of all those NES games that have like rust damage from blowing on the cartridge too much, or just straight up just bathing a game in water to try to get it to work again, you know? You didn't have to do that with the Sega Master System or Mega Drive or Genesis as much, so it just, you know, it just worked. Ooh, it goes on these little posty guys. Fun. So have a nope, it just goes like that. There you go. There you go. Just like that. And we'll put in these big chonkin screws. All right, here's my snarky counter comment, or it's not counter, it's agreeing with your comment. My snarky comment to be made for this too is the other reason that Sega Genesis games are in better shape than NES games is because the games weren't as good and they weren't worth playing as much. They didn't get as many hours of use as an NES game. There, I said it. Zing. The Nintendo plastic was more absorbable? Interesting. I do see a lot of this Sega Genesis label damage, though, that looks like this, where, like, it's kind of torn on one side and, like, the letters up here are bad. I do wish this had a plastic case for it, for the amount, for the $7. I do wish I would have had a plastic case for it, but that's all right. Mostly, sometimes you just go to a store and you're like, I just got to buy something to make you feel better about the fact that I spent all that time there. And that was kind of what I did there. Oh, wait, hold up. One more. I picked up Dream Pinball for $3, too. Why not have some more pinball games? This cartridge is garbage. I actually passed this over last time I was there. I was like, look how bad that condition of that cartridge is. Like, it's got tooth marks in it. I can't clean tooth marks. That's not it. Yeah, there's another good dent up there. The contacts look gross. I might have to get out that dental pick again. We'll see. So we'll see if we can get this to play. I'm not sure. But I was like, you know what? It's a pinball game. That means it can't be that bad. Also not that good. But it can't be that bad that it's probably worth attempting. Pretty gross. For a DS game, this is rough. I'm not entirely sure we'll be able to save this one. I might have to take this one back. I'll have to hang on to that receipt. What the hell is Dream Pinball? It's a South Peak Games. You know what? Let's just see if we can find out together. Let's just see if we can get it to power on, and then we'll do a few seconds of it. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. There is no DS card inserted. You sure about that? We'll reseat it a couple times and see if it's good enough, but this may be going back. Oh, there we go. Dream Pinball. Never in doubt. My dog ate my cartridge. Topware Interactive. Ask Homework. Sure. Oh, there's not even a continue option in here. I'm on the Wikipedia. Oh, classic mode, mission go mode, or here we go, wireless multiplayer game. So if you want to boot up your own copy of Dream Pinball and just come within wireless range, we could just play together real quick. We could just real quick just play some Dream Pinball together. Select table. We've got Night Tournament. We've got Monsters. We've got Dino Wars. We've got Spinning Rotors, Aquatic, and Amber Moon. I don't know why it's in that order, but there you go. I feel like Aquatic I've heard of. Am I making that up? Let's just do normal mode. Right, real quick. Night Tournament. Oh, now you're gonna need to get a copy. Well, you can't get it from Warp Zone because I already bought their lost copy, so good luck. Actually, after just a few seconds of watching me play this, you may decide you don't actually need it. All right, we're 1 players. That's 2. There's 1 to 4 players there too. So, oh, the L and R buttons are the triggers. Okay, so I'm gonna need to hold this kind of weird in order to hold it like an actual machine. Oh, cool. You can't even see your flippers down there. They're down there somewhere. Let me see how much action I get you for you. It doesn't go both screens. Also interesting. It just has like a high score on the top. So, oh no, I lost already. That's so sad. Yeah. Ready to shoot. I don't think you heard that, but that's what it just said. Okay, yeah, there's flippers down there somewhere. This would be so much better in like Tate mode. If I could play this on a Switch and sideways, that'd be sweet. Those noises that you probably can't hear are amazing. It kind of sounds like someone's just going through like the radio DJ board, just smashing all the buttons. Oh, that was a good shot. A DS game that uses just the first screen for a vertical pinball game. Yes. And you can't see the flippers at all times. So, like I said, Jared, you may not decide you actually need to own this game. You may feel like you're good. It's down there somewhere. Just keep flipping. This is also why I am a staunch Sonic Spinball defender. Sonic Spinball was like the best pinball game on a video game until like many, many, many years later. It was way better than it had any business being. And I don't know why it's so cheap and so like disregarded. It's like not a good game. I mean, it's like in the top few like best Sonic games for me. You'll stick to Metroid Pinball on the DS. Yeah, that's a very good choice. I would agree with that. Okay, I feel like we've gotten the idea of pinball. So there you go. There's Dream Pinball. Do I have a collecting philosophy, and is it by all the games? I used to have a very solid collecting philosophy, and it's changed a little bit over time. It's not buy all the games. That is not it. I did not mean to be buying all the games. I can start at the top and work my way down, at least. The top rule for my collecting is I will never pay more than the game originally retailed for. So, you know, that I bought this for $3, that's fine. But there's other DS games that I wanted that I didn't buy before they went to like $40 or even $30 in some cases, that I don't feel like I can add them to my collection now because they're now too expensive. They're beyond my limits for what I can play. On the bottom of it, it's mostly just looking for interesting games, buy all the copies of Dream Pinball in the tri-state area. My goal is to basically have a gaming library, like it is a library, available for someone who comes in and says, I need an example of a pinball game on DS, right? Like, what are the pinball games? You'd say, okay, well, there's Metroid Prime Pinball. That's a really good one on Nintendo DS. But after that, what else is there? Like, if you're like, I really loved Metroid Prime Pinball, what other pinball games can I play that are like that? And so then I'd say, oh, can I interest you perhaps in Dream Pinball from South Peak Games, with classics such as Aquatic and Knights something. But you're right, that's the struggle I have, is how far down the list do you go before you stop? So if you said, on the Nintendo Wii, I want to play a balance board marble moving game where I can step on my Wii balance board that I already have and move my little ball around like it's Marble Madness or something, and try to move it from point A to point B, move it to the goal. So you'd say, okay, well, there's, Monkey Ball. For sure, there's Super Monkey Ball. There's Step and Roll, I think, is the one that has the ability to do that with the balance board. But there's a few others, and, like, how far down that list do you go? There's Vertigo for the Wii, which is, like, the fourth best one behind the Marble Saga games. What is that called? What does that sound like? What is that? replay Metroid Pinball and get a better score. Yeah, there's that one there. Hang on, I need to look at this with my eyeballs. I'll be right back. All right, I found what I was looking for. So this isn't the Step and Roll, because that's my limit, is I've not gotten to Step and Roll. It's the worst of the Super Monkey Ball games, so I don't own it yet. But yeah, you'd be like, okay, well, if I really like Super Monkey Ball Blitz, Banana Blitz, I look on the back, and this one does not have like a balance board compatible, but I like the idea. Maybe I'd like the balance board, maybe I don't. Like, what else could I play that's like this? So I was like, okay, well, you could try Mercury Metro Meltdown Revolution. That's a pretty good and cheap Wii game that you can get. One player. You can play with a classic controller, though, so you don't have to be stuck with Wiimote gibberish. Oh, I still have a sticker on here. I need to get that sticker off. What is that sticker doing there? Get out of there. Any other surprises in here? Ooh, I've got a receipt in here. All right, hang on. Let me make sure I can hide any of the things that are dangerous to me. All right, so we bought Mercury Meltdown Revolution in 2015 for 89 cents. We bought this for $1. Good job, team. We also got Henry Hatsworth in the Puzzlin' Adventures or whatever for $2.69. Nice, after a 10% discount. We got Rock Band Lego DS for $3, then a 10% discount. We got Picross 3D for $3, and then Guitar Hero Game Only for $1, all in the same transaction in 2015. Thank you, Past Chad, for having that receipt. That was fun. Anyway, so yeah, Mercury Meltdown Revolution, yet another take your marble and move it down to the goal type of game. But also there's Marble Saga Kororinpa with little farm animal creatures on it from Hudson. That is also a move your marble to the end of the stage game. Yet another one. This one is balance board compatible. So there you go. Now you can play with your balance board if you wanted to. So you tell me this was a really good game. Are there any more games like it? Well, good news. Yes, there are. Kororinpa is Marble Mania also has a move your ball to the end game. Now this one, for some reason, doesn't say it's balance board compatible. Maybe I have them backwards. Hang on, this is 2006. This one is 2009. Okay, I got them backwards. This is the first one. This is the sequel. That's why. That's why it is compatible. Supports Wii Balance Board. There you go. So I had them backwards. So then there's also Vertigo, another game for the Wii where you move your ball from point A to point B. How many of these games do I need to own, right? Like, this is the struggle I have all the time, is where do you draw the line and say, like, you have enough games? Once you know Vertigo exists and you know it's that, I mean, wouldn't you want it? Like, how much money would you be willing to pay even just to find out what is Vertigo and how does that compare to the other move your ball from A to B games? Like, don't I even want to be able to tell someone which is the best one? Or why are there different ones? What's the difference between these games? You know, which one is the best one for me or my situation? So that's why at some point I'm going to buy Vertigo on the Wii so that I can know all this stuff. I mean, I'm the worst person to ask how much are you willing to pay. Jared will back me up. I need a complete library of balance board games. Honestly, I kind of do, but maybe not complete library, but once you have the balance board, which I have, then, like, don't you also want other good games for it? And so what if one of those games is like Zumba World Party? Daisy Fuentes Pilates? Grease, the official video game. Now that one I don't know. I don't know the Grease part of it, but I do remember Daisy Fuentes Pilates very well. There's like Zumba World Party, there's like Zumba Rush, and there's a bunch of other fitness games that again are like relatively cheap right now. And it's like, how much enjoyment would I need to get out of this game before I felt like the cost per entertainment value was satisfied? So that's a very long answer to Alex's question of, like, what is my collecting philosophy? But hopefully that kind of answers the question in a way that works for you. I don't know if it works for me necessarily yet, but I think it's mostly, in shorter answer, my library collection is I try to grab all the interesting games worth talking about at a low, affordable price. And once it gets too expensive, it's not worth talking about as much for me, because what you're talking about is the price tag. You're not talking about the content of the game anymore. You know, that's, I think, the problem I have with those rare games is they're rare because they're rare. They're not rare because people, like, really want to play them and they're just trying to find a copy so they can experience it. Agreed! There it is. All right, here is the next cool thing I got from Warp Zone: a stack of instruction manual. All right, so let's start with the first non-instruction manual. I got a copy of the Pac-Man vs. Pac-Man World 2 cover, because the one I have is really sun-faded and damaged. Let me grab that. So here's my copy already. It's a sun-faded version Here's the same artwork, but less sun faded. So now, unfortunately, I don't have a manual for here. So like, I would have loved to have gotten a manual and the slipcover, but it's a start. So real quick, we're just gonna take out old beat up cover and put in slightly better, but also folded, correct colored version of Pac-Man Versus and World 2. You know what? They're both kind of gross, actually. This one's not that much better. You know what? I'm gonna keep them both. This is now a reversible case. I'm gonna put this inside here like that. No, I changed my mind. Actually, I want to keep it this way to be, like, folding the correct thing. Do we both own 2 copies of that game? How? No, this was literally only the artwork. This is only the artwork. I do not have 2 copies of Pac-Man Versus Pac-Man World 2. This is 1 copy, 2 pieces of artwork. Because I got the artwork from Warp Zone for like $1, I guess, kind of, technically. It's, I don't know. I got all these. It was in the pile of instruction manuals, and I knew my copy was sun faded. So I was like, how about I just get a second copy? So this is just Pac-Man Versus and Pac-Man World 2. And no manual. Very simple. How do you own 2 copies of Crackdown 3? I own 0 copies of Crackdown 3, actually, and now I'm really stressing about it. Like, how did I get to a point in my life where I missed buying a copy of Crackdown 3 for $1? What a failure. If only I had bid at Memorial Madness 2? I think it was the second one. I can't remember. This was not the same scenario. Someone gave me an additional copy. All right, so let's show off the guides. Let's go ahead and start with these. Top Gear Overdrive on Nintendo 64. I bought this game loose pretty recently, so which is true for most of these. So I was like, I know I don't have the guide. For my cartridges, I wasn't exactly sure. For my disc-based games, I was pretty sure which guides I had. So Top Gear Overdrive. Let's just quickly show you some pages. Oh, it's in all the alpha. Wait, is this in every language, or do I have one that's in? Oh, this is a Europe. Wow, this is a European. I just caught that. This is a European manual. I just caught that. So the first part is in English, which is good, but then it starts to really hit some fun languages after that. I don't speak these languages, but you know, for $1, why not? That's fun. And then some of these are in pretty rough shape, like this Star Wars Rogue Squadron. The staples have like come out of it. But I didn't have this guide. Sorry, instruction manual. Guides are a different thing. But I feel like I can just, like, for just $1, like, I just get to add to my things. It's now complete, right? We really had to try to get rid of our second copy of Crackdown 3. Amazing. And it's funny, if I would have known, I'd have been like, I'd buy that for easily $1, probably more than that, just to add it to my collection. And now it's like, oh, that game goes for like $6. You missed it. You missed your chance. The World Is Not Enough. I somehow missed this game. As much as I loved GoldenEye, if I would have known this was just like GoldenEye, I would have bought it immediately as a kid. I don't know how I missed this until very recently. I bought this like a year ago. So now I have a guide for it too, or instruction manual for it. Maybe the instruction manual will tell me which control scheme actually works. Probably not. Wipeout 64. Speaking of dogs eating things, I think someone had a snack with Wipeout 64. But yeah, I picked up this game real cheap at some point. Ooh, water damage, not good. It's just on the one page. Can I break that off without having to get involved? Okay. And I don't see any sort of, like, mildew looking stuff. Just water damage, so we're good. We're good. We're good. But yeah, I remember playing Wipeout 64, kind of feeling like, huh, I wonder how you actually play this game. So now I've got the instruction manual that can tell me that. Cool. Next fun one. Pilot Wings on PAL. This is the Ukrainian edition of Pilot Wings manual. But it's still in English. There you go. There's all your little guys. So Pilot Wings is another one that it was actually one of my first eBay. Ooh. License passwords. There you go. Heck yeah, that was worth it. Pilot Wings was one of my first ever eBay purchases. And the copy I got did not work. Couldn't get it to work until I started my cleaning stuff. When I started my cleaning streams, that's one of the first games I tried to clean and got it to work again and was super excited. And it awoken something in me. S-Pac, welcome on in. I got Crackdown 3 from GameStop about a year ago. It was on clearance for about $6. Ooh, and you used your monthly $5 Pro coupon, so you paid $1 for it. That is genius. That is genius. I need to do a much better job of doing that. Using up my $5 thingers. So, Motocross Maniacs Advance. I just bought this one in this year. So I knew I didn't have the instruction manual for it. Trick controls, man. Where else are you gonna learn trick controls? This might have been I might be really happy I have this. There you go. Character profiles. Heck yeah. Awesome. All right, next on the Game Boy Advance one, Risk Battleship Clue. It's I'm sure there's nothing to this. Maybe it tells you how to play Risk or Clue a little bit. The goal of the game is to get rid of all your friends. I think that's the goal of the game. Whoever has no friends at the end of the game first wins. Lilo and Stitch, another one I picked up loose at some point, so why not grab a manual? Why not? It's $1, whatever. Another board game version of Game Boy Advance games. Life, Yahtzee, and Payday. There you go. Yahtzee bonuses. Oh, it's got jokers in this weird thing? Oh, there you go. Then some DS ones. These are a lot of these I picked up loose and didn't have. A lot of these I don't have the case for, but I was like, well, for $1, now I got the game in the manual, which is the most important part, I suppose. So here's Space Invaders Extreme. Also picked up Children of Mana. I was surprised I didn't have this. I thought I had a complete copy at home, but I looked it up when I was there on my GameEye app and was like, nope, sure enough, you only have this loose. So now when you start talking about a role-playing game that has a manual, now we're talking worth more than just $1. There's Children of Mana. We've got Sonic Rush Adventure. This was the last one I added to my pile. I was like, I have this game, but I don't know if I care about Sonic Rush Adventure enough. But I was like, all right, why not? Throw it in. Throw it in. Boing Dokomodake DS. I got this one pretty recently. I remember this game being at GameStop and always thinking, what the heck is that weird game? It has touchscreen controls but because it's so weird, I'm gonna be glad I have the manual because it might explain in a way that doesn't feel as weird. So there you go. Race Driver. Just, a random racing game on DS. Not sure if I need this manual, but I got it anyway. This is the one that broke the seal for me. Princess Debut. I used to own this game complete, lost everything, and I had to rebuy it. So I bought the game loose a long time ago, paid a lot for it, and wanted to get it back. So I wanted the manual for this one too. A fun Natsume game. And then a couple RPGs hiding in the bottom of the stack, hoping he would give me the price before he realized what I put in here. So Final Fantasy Echoes of Time manual. That's got a bunch of cool artwork and stuff. And then Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Ring of Fates. And yes, Ethbach, I agree with you. You might as well have the whole trilogy of those Crackdown games. Why not? Pretty cute manual. All right, so those were all my game pickups and cleaning stuff. How we doing? We've been going for about 2 hours or so. So I think what I'm going to do next, my other plan for today, was to wrap some Christmas presents. So I waited till now to make sure my brother didn't join the stream, because I'm going to wrap his presents first. I got my brother a copy of Tunic, the complete one with all the cool manuals and all that stuff. Speaking of instruction manuals. All right, what are we going to wrap this with? I was going to do some wrapping on stream. I don't know if this is going to work very well or not, because this is like a very closed-in, tiny little space, and I usually need a lot of space to wrap presents, but I figured it fit. It fits my theme of like cool, chill stuff that I can work on with my hands. Mostly I just need to clean up all my junk first, make some room. Pick out. Sure. We're gonna go with our Charlie Brown wrapping paper. See how that goes. Yeah, it's gonna be really tough with the microphone and everything. I'm gonna push this down here. Hope we don't lose the thing. Continue cleaning off my space a little, because I'll need all the space I can get. Actually, I could just, why don't I just take this? There we go, that gives me some more space. All right. Cool. Lost my whole monitor for a second. Guessing I have a cat back there causing problems. Always end up wrapping on the floor. Yeah, I've got like an actual table in the other room for this, but it would be harder to stream from it, so. All right, let's see. A couple of options of how to do this. I suppose either way I'm gonna have a ton of leftovers, so. All right, I'm gonna stand up a little bit here. Oh, sure, this is fine. This is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, right about there. I must have cut another switch game right about here before. So we'll see how this goes. Alex has got me thinking that I might just move everything onto the floor and just go there and do that instead, but we'll see how this goes. I guess you know what I could do too? What if I turn on my headset mic? Does that work? Can you hear me now? I think so, yep. I could do that, and then I don't have to use my headset mic. Or I'll use my headset mic and not my JBL mic. That for a sec. Cool. Yeah. feel like I'm suddenly under a bunch of pressure to like make sure I do this right. Everyone's watching you now. Don't blow it. But I figure it's basically the same sort of content as my cleaning streams. I'm just using my hands, and it's vaguely video game related. And we can just keep the music going and just keep being chill and talk about whatever we feel like talking about. Yeah, the only big problem I have right now is like my camera is like too zoomed in for this. There we go. That looks nice. Okay. Let's put one of these nice little Big Lots gift tags on it. So many choices. Sure, that works. I don't think I want to use my Expo marker that I was using earlier on my name tag here. I surely have a better marker somewhere. Sure, I have one. That'll work. Got a big chonkin' red Sharpie. We'll use that. To brother from me. Perfect. All right, next up for my sister, I got her also Tunic. My sister also wanted a copy of Tunic, and I was like, I just bought that for our brother, but okay, fine. Fine, G's. It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't need to be perfect. It's just getting wrapped up anyway. The Sharpie that means business. Tunic's on your list of things to play. Boat played it at Memorial. It looks so cute. Yeah. Very cute game. It's harder than I thought it was going to be. Now, they may have added some more accessibility options to make it less challenging since I played it. I played it like right at launch. And at the time, I was like, this is just a little bit too challenging for the type of game that it is. Like, to make this game more accessible, it should have a few options to make it easier. And I think they've added that since then, which is huge. But I didn't finish it yet. I need to do that. Might be in my 2024 list of things to handle. But this physical edition that Fangamer put together, first of all, the good news is you can get it like everywhere, unlike most rare physical editions. Target has it. I think Best Buy has it. I know Target does for sure. That's where I got mine from. Haha. But the physical is awesome because it comes with like an instruction manual that, you know, can kind of spoil the game a little bit, but has all sorts of cool stuff. It has like a poster in it. All kinds of cool stuff. So I think both my siblings asked for this digitally, and I was like, no. You're gonna get the physical edition of this. Sorry. It's too hard. I can't finish it. Honestly, describes me and most games I've played. It's almost like you hit a plateau and can't get off the plateau. There's no Lionels off the plateau, I don't think. I think it's safe down there. You can just go. It's fine. All right, this one's getting a sideways one, so it looks like it's something else entirely. Oh, I'll put this over here so it's not blocking Snoopy. You actually finished Breath of the Wild, which is a rare feat. There you go. To sister from me. Done. All right, what's next? I got lots of little stuff to wrap. I do feel like I need to change out my paper though. I can't just wrap everything with the same paper. Still working on the DLC. That's right. I think I remember saying, like, honestly, I'm not sure I would do all the DLC. At least not all of it. Some of the DLC I would absolutely skip for you because it's like we've added it. We've made it even harder. Like the weapon trials or whatever. Garbage. You don't want those. Yeah, this one looks good. But the good thing is, like, because Tears of the Kingdom exists, it feels to me like you don't need to worry about the DLC as much, because, like, Breath of the Wild's DLC is kind of just a whole nother video game that you can play for, like, $200. Or 200 hours. Sorry, not $200. Yikes. Alright, so we're going to wrap some little stocking stuffers for my sister. She wanted a few of these little sewing anchor thingamajiggers. So we're just going to cut that out real quick. Let's see, I do want some good overhang on that. It's right about there. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Nailed it. Fold that up, fold that over. Oh, hang on. Up, there we go. Speaking of holiday things, by the way, we saw last night what I think was the worst Hallmark movie I've ever seen. Which you'd think is quite a feat. Like, imagine all the Hallmark movies that are out there. But I think I found the worst one I've ever seen. Now, part of the reason, I do have to admit, part of the reason it was the worst one I've ever seen is because a lot of the bad Hallmark movies can be good in a way if they're so bad in a way that you can just make fun of them. And you can be like, this plot is ridiculous and stupid. And I'm just going to make fun of it the whole time. Like, those can be actually entertaining and good. And then there's some Hallmark movies that are, like, legitimately really good. So the second one we saw was legitimately very good. But the first one we watched last night, what was that called? It was like... It'll come to me. The good one was Sealed with a List. That one was actually legit fun and good and didn't feel like a Hallmark movie. Now I can't remember, but it was something about, like,
speaking of Hallmark, I tried a couple of this new Sega-themed ornaments, Sonic and the Dreamcast. Nice! Yeah, I have that Sonic one, and I have the Super Nintendo one. I have not tried the Dreamcast one. But the plot of this one was that she was like the female lead was like a professional shopper, which is like, you know, not a real job that exists, first of all. Like that's not a thing. You can't just do that as a career. And like the guy was like a contractor, which is fine, whatever. Well, I guess he kind of like owned his own construction contracting agency. So he like needed help buying presents for all of his workers and for his family and all that. And so they're like, she like buys these presents that are like the perfect presents for people because she stalks their socials, as they say in the movie, and gets to know exactly what they want. And then they're like, wow, you helped me so much by buying a present for somebody else that I didn't know what to get them. And I'm like, this is already a pretty weak premise, but okay. But like they made it really weird because they were like, one of the presents he got for like the music teacher that her daughter goes to, like she got the wrong idea from it and thought it was like a date item and got really interested in him, and it was really uncomfortable love triangle that they put together, and it was very difficult to watch because I was so uncomfortable with it. It was filled with uncomfortable moments that you just wanted to look away from. There's too much singing for a Hallmark movie. It was not good. It's not good. The worst sin this movie committed, though, was the acting throughout was abysmal. The leads were okay. They weren't great, but they were serviceable. The problem is every single side character they had was atrocious. Like high school play in a small town terrible. I couldn't believe it was like on television. It was so bad. So, our theory on this movie, we think this was a previously written script, and then, like, when the strike occurred, they had to get desperate, and they started, like, looking for old scripts that they had previously rejected. And we think this was a script that was previously rejected, and they used it anyway. We also think... Our hot take is we think this was originally a Candace Cameron Bure movie. And then she has left Hallmark. I don't know if you all have been following the drama here, but she's on another network now doing Christmas movies over there instead. But this screams out as one of the Hallmark movies that was ones that she would be in. It had famous tropes like trying to steal someone else's daughter and make it your own child. We love that in a Hallmark movie. How do I want to do this one? Probably like this. Yeah. Oh right, because Hallmark made one movie with a gay man, so they had to leave. Well, good news, they're the one we're watching tonight. Well, no, not tonight. Tonight I'll be watching another stream. Uh, yeah, that's fine. I don't care about those stickers on there. There's a lesbian couple in another one that is like our next one to watch. So we're excited to see that one. Those ones are usually super fun because they usually break all the other rules, and they have like interesting scenarios, and like their big misunderstanding at the end is usually way more legit and like realistic and actually concerning than other ones. So those are super well done usually. So looking forward to that one. The one in the bad Hallmark movie, by the way, the misunderstanding was, oh no, the music teacher thinks she's dating you, and I thought we were something else, but I guess you're dating someone else, even though you're very clearly single. I don't know why this is a problem that you're dating someone else. Before we were an item, whatever. And so she storms off, and he's just like, okay, bye, I guess. Very odd. But like, not once do they talk about like, I don't know, the fact that you're like, oh, this person like was my client, like they hired me to do a service, and instead we started dating like right away. Like that's weird. It's morally objectionable. What I like to do is not date my clients. All right, doing pretty good here. I think it's time for another paper swap. Yeah, this should be good. All right, here's the other fun thing we got for my sister. Animal amigurumi. There it is. Sorry. It's like crocheting cute little animals and stuff. So she's into crocheting. She doesn't do it as much as she likes because she has a couple kids that takes up all her time. But she would like to be doing crochet. She would like to be a crochet person. So hopefully she finds time somewhere in her life, and then she can have this book ready to help her crochet cute little animal guys. Yeah, I'd like a little more space than that. Oh yeah, so the second Hallmark movie we watched yesterday, because we were waiting them all to they premiere over the weekends. This is how it works. They premiere on the weekends, the new ones, and then they go on like on demand for like 2 or 3 days. So you only have a few days to catch them on demand before they disappear again. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off because it's in my way. So it kind of means we kind of like load up on all of our movies and watch them all at once. So but then you also get to like fast forward through the commercials and stuff because it's on demand, so that's nice. But the second one we watched was Sealed with a List, and this one was shockingly good. Felt like it wasn't a Hallmark movie. The premise of this one is the main protagonist person made a promise to their best friend who was leaving to study in Italy for a year or whatever. Made a promise on New Year's Eve that she would follow these resolutions to like make her life better. And so she was going to quit her boring job that she doesn't like and do a bunch of other things to like try to improve her life. And then they like fast forward to November and she hasn't done a single thing on her resolutions list. And so she decides she's going to go do it. But like she can't do it herself. So she gets the help of a co-worker person who's been a jerk to her this whole time, but is available, which is nice, I guess. And then, they obviously, things happen between them because it's a Hallmark movie and they have a good time together. But the way they do the whole thing is a lot of fun. I'm going to put some insurance bits of tape on these corners because who knows how far this has to go before it gets to my sister. It's good. So good, in fact. I'm going to use one of the fancier tags on here. Let's see which one fits. I mean, it's got to be a creature if you're doing a book about creatures. So it's got to be either the polar bear or the penguin. I think we've got it down to these two choices. I think I only have one of each, too. All right, we'll do the penguin. That feels the most creature-ish. Feels like the most likely to be in the actual thing. It's my last one, but that's all right. It's worth it. So Sealed with a List was a lot of fun. The dialogue felt so much more natural and realistic. And like, sure, it had some silly tropes here and there, but like their conflicts were like not over exaggerated, and they both had good character growth. There were very few moments that I made fun of for being dumb, so that was a good one. All right, what's next? All right, so I have a thing of Ohio State socks for my dad. The package is already kind of ripped, so I think I'm just gonna, and they're all like individually wrapped in there, so I think I'm just gonna take this off. We're gonna put that to the side, and we're gonna wrap these without that thing. Now, how much do these fold if I wanted to make them fold? Not much. Not much at all. It might be easier to just wrap them all the way across. Oh, these even are like the comfy socks. These are good. This is a good present, Chad. Good job. Thanks, Chad. That compliment to myself. Okay. I'm gonna need some fresh wrapping paper for this one. I might have to do all three, actually. I'm gonna do all three of them separately, I think. Yeah, I think if I just cut this along here, I can just use this piece. So let's do that. Nailed it. Okay, I'm gonna not tape this one down. I'm gonna let this one wiggle a little bit more. Need it to have more give than most packages. Especially in this big toe area. In fact, I might scoot it down a little bit more. Alright, that looks good. Nailed it. That looks pretty good right there. And then just 2 more to go. I think what I want to put on this tag. Sorry, let me move the kitty cam real quick too. I noticed I forgot my cats have moved. There we go. You can still see 80 taking a nap over there. Alright, there's one down. 2 more to go. Is that a pre-cut piece I can use? Oh my. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Well, yeah. Yeah, that'll work. I can make that work. Yeah, we'll be alright. Alright, gonna fold these little corners over. Up. There we go. Alright, this part I did not give myself as much room, but I think I'm still okay. Just gotta be careful. Easy. Careful. Don't blow it. Side. Serviceable. Put one more little piece over here. There we go. guess it does go down. All right, one more. Let's see. Ooh, another big piece of pre-cut that I can use. Excellent, nice. That's a big square. Don't know if I'm to go that way. That way looks good. Plenty of room. Too much room, in fact. Might trim this down. Nice. Nothing quite like the joy of wrapping lumpy objects. That's a quick and easy one. The last label. Nice, nice, nice. We're doing well. This is good. We're going well here. Do I have any other easy ones? All right, here's a fun one. We got this 4-pack of like hot chocolate mixes. But like that's too much for one person, we think. So my plan is to take this off, take this apart, split up the boxes, and then pass them out among the family. Nailed it. Okay, good. They do have the little flavors, what flavors they are inside each of these. That was my fear. So instead of giving all of one flavor to one person, we're going to spread them all out. Perfect. Okay, so now I can do one of each. Salted caramel, milk chocolate, peppermint, marshmallow. Boom. Look at that stocking stuffer, ready to go. I don't even have to wrap it. I'm just gonna put it like this in their stockings. It'll be great. Though I could wrap it if I wanted to. I'll think about it for a second. Let's go ahead and build them all while I think it over. Yeah. Well, thought I knew. Now I'm thinking it over again. Do I want to just use the to from that's right here, or do I want to wrap these up and put labels on them? I suppose it'd be nice to unwrap these. But I can use the same wrapping paper for all four. We need more space. Still not there yet. There. Unless I want to do it this way. So now we need 1, 2. Nah, better do it this way. This will be safer. This will be safer. Not sure what we'll use that scrap for at this moment, but we'll put it to the side. We'll find something. 1. In the zone. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that down. Nope. Dang it. And... right. Put it on this side. Fold that underneath real quick, hide the evidence. Nothing is wrong. This is just perfectly normally wrapped paper. I wouldn't worry about it. Better. We're improving. Like I'm out of practice. Like I haven't been wrapping presents for like a whole 11 and a half months or something. You have conquered the laundry. Well done. Achievement unlocked. There's number 3. Last one. Salted caramel. Yeah, we're all just gonna get our stuff done today. It's just what we're doing. Get your stuff done day. Like I'm unofficially doing one of the streams where I forget what they call that, but where you like set a timer and everyone's gonna work really hard together on their own parallel projects for the amount of time until that timer goes off, and then we're gonna come back and discuss how it all went, debrief, like that. All right, there's all 4. Just gotta put some labels on them, which means I have to find new labels. Oh, these labels are way fancier than my last pair. I'm not crazy about these, actually. All right, well, let's just throw them on. Love the music. This is Disco Cactus. Probably my favorite video game band. They're one OC remix that I can play. Everything else of theirs is probably not streamable. Okay, so let me walk through this in my head. Yeah, okay. Excellent. This Detective Pikachu on Switch. It's for Kate. Spoilers. You know what? I might be able to get 2 out of here, actually, if I'm careful. Probably not, but I'm going to cut this off anyway. Humble. What did I just knock off? That's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined. Nailed it. Next from the secret stash. Potion permit. There's no way I can get this, right? Yeah, like not even close. Okay, close is... It's close. We might be able to pull that off. I'm gonna say we're gonna pull it off. Ooh, that's a tight squeeze. That's a tight squeeze. We're not folding that one. That one just goes up. We got it. We're good. Like a professional, except for the wrinkle. Don't worry about that part. Nailed it. Got another good one. This is funny because we were playing this at I think a GameStop demo kiosk or something. And she was like, "This game's fun," and I'm like, "It's already, I already have it. I already have it at home. You just don't know it. You just don't know it yet, but I already have that." Well, that's gonna be close actually too. We'll be okay, but may not have room to fold it over. Well, what happened there? No, that's not gonna work. Try again. Yep. No fold over there. Like I'm like also like talking all quiet, like what if she hears me? It's good. It's a good one. Up, down, probably down, low as I can go. Excellent. All right, I keep going. Keep going. More visual novels. Always a fun time. Yeah, I think this one needs some pieces cut off. I think I can go this way, can I? I go this way. Which just means I need a little bit more off the top. Ooh, we're running out of tape here. This could be a problem. Yeah, I'll just do a big ol'. I know I have more tape. I'm just trying to figure out where it is in my head before I go looking for it. I'm like mentally scanning through my house. Oh, that's failure. That's failure. Goofed it. Oh, there's the end. We'll just use that to fix some stuff. All right, fixed. Still not even done. Still not even done. I can keep going. Oh, I gotta get more tape though. I think I know where it is. I think it's in here. Let's find it. Down. Oh, this is like the yellowy stuff. It's alright. Perfectly fine for Christmas presents. Like it has a little arrow here. It's like, oh, it seems up here, and I'm like, is it? Because I can't find it. There we go. Oh, okay, it's transparent. There you go. No one will see it. Alright. That one won't work. Oh, there's a few scraps hiding down here. Here we go. Look at these good hiding scraps. Alright, I've done a few of the blue ones. Let's see if I can skip that for now. Oh yeah, I can do a couple with this one. Oh, I gotta take that sticker off, I think. Good thing I have my scraping tools within reach. Heck yeah. No! How dare you? Trying to do a thing. No! Man, how dare you? Almost. Oh, come on. Kill me, Smalls. Right. 24 marathon. Sir Chadley OC wraps your gifts. That's right. We'll just go in between breaks. We'll just be like, all right, now back to Chadley, who's still wrapping stuff. Got it. Oh yeah, we made it. I was a little worried about my length on this one, but we're good. It's true, you could make a pretty good, like, charity type of thing out of this and just be like, need me to wrap your presents for you? I'll do it for a cost. I feel like I could, in theory, do that with cleaning games too, but the problem there is I don't want to be held responsible if I try to clean someone's game and break it somehow or doesn't play after I'm done cleaning it. It's hard to really screw up gift wrapping that badly. But it is a funny idea for Memorial. Is like, do you have a pile of old cartridge games that need cleaned off and you just want me to just sit there doing it? Just keep cutting to me continuing to clean off games. Yeah. You think that's it and you're wrong. There's still more. Look at all these visual novels. There's so many. Listen. Speaking of streaming stuff, I said this to nobody at all but out loud during the last Jarbachov stream, but there may be no game more than Secret of Mana that makes me just want to just pass me the controller. Like I want to get in on this. I'm gonna press start and I'm gonna help you beat up these bad dudes, these zombies or mushrooms or flying things, whatever it is. Like, even games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, or like Contra 4, like I could watch someone else play and be like, yeah, that looks like fun. You're having fun. That's cool. But I see a Secret of Mana stream and I'm like, gotta get in there. I'm gonna equip that like whip, the axe or something fun. I'm just gonna get in there and just start axing some dudes. Surprisingly progressive for drop in and drop out co-op. It is. I think it's why I liked it so much. It's probably why it has such a like the nostalgic following that it has. Like, it's not that good of a game, like gameplay wise, like the way you sort of miss hits all the time, or the not knowing where to go, or like the story's just kind of okay, and obviously the menu is wacky. The reason everyone puts up with the weird hitboxes is, man, is it fun to have multiplayer. It's like a beat 'em up. It's like a Streets of Rage kind of beat 'em up, but like an RPG version of it in 1993, 1992. What year was that? Way early. Oh, that's what I ran over. Okay. Alright, this is the last one. This is one of those GameStop ones that were like, haha, it's not sealed, enjoy. I'm like, you jerks. And yeah, it was super helpful that like Erica was able to just like press the start button to get out of it and be like, yeah, if you're doing the story mode, if you're doing the town, I'm just gonna sit here and watch for that part. Let me know when you're back in combat. And we'll go back to, you know, getting out my brass knuckles and punching dudes in the face, whatever. But it took me a really long time to also figure out, like, oh yeah, you're probably playing that on emulation, not original console. So like, I don't know if that makes it easier or harder to do like a 3-player drop in. Heck, even 2-player. It seemed like I was like, oh yeah, you probably have to like set something up and make sure you have charged batteries and whatnot for that. I'm so used to my version of it on the console that I have right over there, and you know, using a multi-tap to get a third controller going and get a third person in on it. Oh, it's natively a multi-tap. Nice. So it's easy, actually. It's cool. What happened there? What was that tape about? Alright, whatever. Alright, we're going to turn this one sideways, because I can. Some 5-player Super Bomberman going on. Yeah, that'd be pretty wild. I still need to buy a Bomberman game on the Super Nintendo, that is. Because I have the multi-tap, and you're thinking, what are the best games to use a multi-tap for? I mean, it's got to be Bomberman in the top 3 choices, probably. And I don't have a Bomberman game, so... I gotta fix that at some point. Alright, do I have anything else hiding under here in this pile? Nope. Multi-tap for SNES was made by Hudson Soft, who made Bomberman. That's right. That's right. That's like what it was for. Then other people were like, we might use that too. Alright, one more thing I gotta figure out how to wrap. This is for my brother, who's flying home. So, like... What's your plan on this here handle? I don't know. Also look for Super Bomberman on Famicom, because they had like 3 more sequels over there. That's right, they had 3, 4, and 5. I don't own any Super Famicom games. I have not yet broken my Super Nintendo chip thinger, the little tab to play Famicom games. I have not done that yet. have not done it. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the heck can I wrap this up in a way that my brother can fly home with it. I do have, like bubble wrap. I'll need to put it in something. Those I could just use a gift bag. Kind of weak sauce, but you could. Unless you want to put it in a box. Doesn't help this big square thing sits on top, which is nice, but not easy for packing or shipping. Yeah, I suppose I'll keep thinking about this one. I'll see if I can find a box that fits well, or if not, I'll just give up and put it in a gift bag or some sort. Because, yeah, I gotta figure out how he's gonna fly home with that. But yeah, so I think I've wrapped all the things I can wrap today. I guess there's technically one more, but I'm gonna get to it another time. It's not going to be a good streaming one because it's a giant dude on the floor object. Yep, I'm going to sign off as well, actually. So I will see you later tonight, I believe, for Jackbox. So, yeah, I'm going to sign off as well. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Appreciate you hanging out in my cool, chill, cleaning, and gaming stream. And, well, I guess there was no gaming. There was just cleaning and wrapping, so... But thanks, and I hope to see some of you guys later in the Jarbachov stream. So this is a invisible raid for a stream that hasn't started yet. It's in 2 hours. So we're just going to pretend we're raiding him. So we're raiding Jarbachov. There goes the countdown. There it goes. All right, everyone have a good day. Bye. Tell Jarbachov I said hi. Ha. Bye.